So guys, I want to ask you guys a question, especially if you are a Zambian. Please, I want the answer. Type the answer in the comments, okay? You see, there is something that I have observed about Zambians. Okay, being a person who has had the chance to live in other cultures, live with other cultures, there are some things I've noticed, okay? You see guys, when you look at Zambian families, okay, you're gonna find that every time they sit down to have dinner, for example, let's say they're a family of 5 and they're having dinner, okay, the family sits down like any other family on this planet, and one thing happens when that family sits down to have dinner. They don't start to eat until the father is around, okay? If at all he's in the house, they wait for him. And when he shows up on the dinner table, he picks his favorite foods first. He picks his favorite pieces. And when he picks those favorite pieces, he saves himself. You see what I mean? He saves himself. Now, it's a family of 7 people, and the father is picking the food first and saving himself. What happens next? Huh? The mother picks and saves herself. Then what happens? The firstborn picks and saves himself or herself. And the chain goes round, and who picks food last? It's the lastborn. Now, the lastborn grows up as a person who sees other people take what they want first, using their birthrights, their power. You see what I mean? And the lastborn just eats bones every day of his life until he leaves that home. Now, if the lastborn eats bones every day of his life until he leaves that home, what type of a lastborn has that family created? You see what I mean? That family of 7, what type of a lastborn have they created? Have they created a person who saves other people first before he saves himself? Or they've created someone who was taught that when you have that status, save yourself first. You see what I mean? Now, in Europe, I saw something different. I saw that when I was invited, let's say for dinner, by a British family, the father would also pick the food first. But, he will pick the food first and save the last one. Then, he'll pick the food again to save the second last, until he saves all the 5 children, starting with the last born, going up to the first born. You see what I'm saying? And the mother will pick her piece. The father will pick the food last. And if there is no food, the father eats bones. So he has to make sure that he does not eat bones. So he provides well for his family. So that, because he's going to be the last person to pick food, he makes sure that there is enough for everyone. And he also eats well. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, here is where these 2 different cultures I've explained make a difference in a society. In a society where the father picks the food first and saves himself, the management practices will be like that. Everywhere you go where someone is not conscious of what I've just talked about, they will unconsciously save themselves. Same thing with Britain. You see what I mean? They will unconsciously save others first. This is the reason why Zambia is what Zambia is today. So if you are going to change Zambia, then start changing that culture. You see, culture is a very powerful thing because it's like software that runs in a person's mind. You see what I mean? Culture is a software that controls a person's behavior. Even when they are educated, culture is more stronger on them than their education. You see what I'm saying? Culture is more stronger on them than their education. And this is where the danger is. You can teach the same education in different parts of the world, but get very different results. You see what I mean? From awesome results to basically scattergun results, where it will look like there was basically no education being, being imparted in the citizens. You see what I mean? So guys, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, you subscribe and like this video. Besides, hit that bell notification so that you get informed each time I upload a new video. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you a little bit of where I am. I want you to comment below, especially if you are a Zambian. I want you to comment down below whether you agree with me that Zambians need to change the culture. They need to change the software that runs them in order to change everything in Zambia, or not. Because what I've told you is real. I'm not joking. Hello guys, how are you? You're playing football. Why aren't you at school today? Oh, you closed. Okay, that's good. Myself, I'm talking to someone. Yes. Okay. Alright. Okay guys, so here we are. Here we are. Yo, this country has got land like crazy, man. It's got land like crazy. I mean, it's just insane. We have so much land such that no one should be renting a house. I mean, watch my other video where I talked about blocks, storing value in blocks. I mean, if someone can store value in blocks, following the plan that I talked about in my other video, if you haven't watched it, please go back to my videos and look for a video where I talked about Zambia's way of storing value. Okay? Because that video is important. Okay? If you are a Zambian or someone living in Zambia, I don't know what opportunities are in other countries, but I'm just explaining to you about our situation here. I mean, you don't have to be very serious. You see what I mean? Look at that house there. That house. You can see that house, eh? You tell me, how many blocks were used to build something like that? It can't be more than 2,000. You see what I mean? It can't be more than 2,000. Ah, this place is looking dangerous now. Can you see where it's going? Can you see where I'm going? That lady selling Jehovah's Witnesses books, okay? those books have a lot of information, man. You know, they are books I advise everyone to read. They're good books. Okay? Alright, so when it comes to religion, just don't get political. Every church is a church, and they have something for us. So the most important thing is to know who God is. That way, you're able to know that this is correct, you know, in God's line of how things should be, or that is not. Whoa. Okay guys, I gotta go now. You take care. I love you all. I'm out.